Hello children, I hope you all are fine children, and I hope that you have already read the first video that I have sent based on the chapter atmospheric pressure and wind part 1 that I have already sent and you have done. Children, now you know in the last class I have explained you subtropical high pressure belt and the name which was given that when the wind move toward the equator it is known as trade wind, and when and toward the subpolar low pressure it is known as westerlies. So children, later on whenever you study about when you read other chapters, whenever you hear the word trade wind and westerlies, then you should remember that trade wind is a wind that it is blowing toward the equator, and westerlies are blowing toward the subpolar low pressure belt. Now children, the next pressure belt is the circumpolar low pressure belt. This is also known as polar low pressure belt. Yeah, here it is written in your book it is written circumpolar, though it is known as polar low pressure belt also. Now these belts are located 60 to 70 in each hemisphere and are known as circumpolar low pressure belt. Now each hemisphere means in northern hemisphere and as well as the southern hemisphere. So children, 60 to 70 degrees in north and 60 to 70 in south. This area is known as your circumpolar low pressure belt or polar low pressure belt, anything you can say. Now in the subtropical region, the descending air. Now descending means coming down, children. Okay. So in the subtropical region, the descending air get divided into two parts. One part blows toward the equatorial low pressure belt and the other part blows toward the circumpolar low pressure belt. This zone is marked by the ascent of warm subtropical air and which over the cold polar and blowing from poles. Now due to the earth rotation, now earth is continuing rotating continuously. So due to the earth rotation, the wind surrounding the polar region blow toward the equator. Now because children, why they are blowing toward the equator? Because they are cold air is always heavier, so they sink toward the equator. Now centrifugal force operating in this region create a low pressure belt apparently called circumpolar low pressure belt. Okay, so this region is marked by violent storm in winters because the movement of cold wind sinking down. So that is why the storm wind take place, violent storm take place, and that in this low pressure belt, children. Now in the diagram you can very well see the area of polar low pressure belt or circumpolar low pressure belt. Now next one is the last one is polar high pressure belt, children. The polar high pressure belt, from your name, for the name only you can make out that this is a region where this region lies in polar region. Okay, and the polar region is toward the northern and the southern part of the earth. Now this is the polar region. At the north and the south pole, between 70 to 90 north and south, the temperature is always extremely low because it is very cold. So the cold descending air gives rise to high pressure and over the poles. These areas of polar high pressure are known as the polar highs. These regions are characterized by permanent ice caps because they are right in the polar region. So they are in the they are always at a high known as polar highs, and they are covered with ice. Now children, slide is not there, but I want to tell you that shifting of pressure belts. Now pressure belts keeps on shifting. I'll see that if there is any slide after this about the shifting of pressure belt, but if it is not there, then children then I will take the pressure belt again and I am going to tell you the shifting of pressure belt. Now in the earth has not been inclined toward the sun. Now earth if the earth had not, now at present you know very well that earth is inclined toward the earth, bending toward the earth. The pressure belt are described above would have been as they are, but if it is not so, because the earth is inclined 23.5 toward the sun on account of an inclination means bending, differences in heating of the continent, ocean and pressure condition in January and July vary gently, and January represent winter season and July summer season in the northern hemisphere, and opposite condition prevail in southern hemisphere. Because children, the earth is not straight, it is rotating, and plus it is inclined or bending toward the earth. So one side is toward the sun, so that part is having summer, and the part which is away from the sun are always having winter, because they are not receiving very less heat of the sun. So children, where one part of the earth, they are telling, where one part of the earth is receiving the heat, continuous heat, they experience the summer season, and whereas the opposite side, they in the southern hemisphere, they have winter season. And when the earth is overhead on the Tropic of Cancer in June 21st, and June 21st, the sun is overhead the Tropic of Cancer. You know, Tropic of Cancer is toward the north of equator. So at the time when it is on the 21st June, the pressure belt shifts 5 degree northward when it shines vertically overhead Tropic of Capricorn. Now it comes toward the south, 22nd of December. It bends toward the south of the southern hemisphere. Now they shift 5 degrees southward from the original position. The shifting of the air pressure causes seasonal change. Now on 22nd December, the season changes. First it was toward the northern hemisphere on 21st June. Now on 22nd December, 5 degree it shifts and season changes, especially between latitude 30 and 40 in both hemispheres. In this region, the Mediterranean type of climate is experienced because of shifting of permanent belt southward and northward with the overhead position of the sun. Now during winter, westerlies prevail and cause rain during summer by trade winds blowing offshore and are unable to give rainfall in this region. Now children, when the sun shines vertically over equator on 21st of March and 23rd of September, these are the two days when the vertically sun shines vertically on the equator, the pressure belts remains balanced to both the hemispheres. It is same toward both the hemispheres. So children, here I have told you about the pressure belt. Now in next class I am going to explain various winds, various type of winds, children. So read the chapter till this place, and next class I will send you the video or Zoom class. I will take the wind. So children, take care of yourself, read the lesson, and I hope you have done question answer of humidity by now. So I end up my class here. Take care of yourself. Have a good day, children.